Hello everyone, this is StrawberryShorty back with Class of the Living Dead. In the AV room we have just learned that the entire country is in jeopardy and is basically considered falling, and I think we're about to get nuked. We stare at the TV in horrified silence as the report continues. I knew things might be bad, but I didn't expect it to be this bad. How could things have spiraled out of control so quickly? Mel walks to the far side of the room. She stands by the window, face expressionless. Everyone else looks shaken. If the whole country is lost, and our town is one of the worst regions, then... Tears well up in her eyes and run down her cheeks. Everyone we love is gone, aren't they? My parents were out there somewhere, but now they're probably... She doesn't need to finish. We all know what that means, so you should escape and try to go home. It still feels unreal to me. Is my family dead? Could something so tragic happen just like that, and this is the way I find out? Barely able to grasp the situation myself, I watch my best friend helplessly as she sobs. Yua's family has gone through some hard times. I know she cares a lot about them. I feel like I should do something to help, but at a time like this, what can I do? Reassure Yua about her family or let her work through it alone. These are both terrible options. We shouldn't reassure if we don't know anything. But I'll pick reassure. I have to try. Even if my words sound hollow and empty, she needs to know she isn't alone right now. I step closer to Yua. You don't know they're gone. It's possible other people survived. Instead of responding, she turns toward me and buries her face against my chest. Her shoulders heave as she sobs. I wrap my arms around her. I'm here, Yua. I'm here. I keep thinking about things I wish I'd said or things I should have done differently. I know, me too. How are we going to have any romance endings after this? It's like a gaping chasm has opened up in our lives to take away so much of what we know. I'm numb. I can barely comprehend what's happening to us. At least she's still here. My best friend is with me. I haven't lost everything. I cling to Yua like she's the last person on Earth, heedless of our audience. Not that anyone is paying much attention to us as they all deal with their own grief. I'm glad we were together when this happened. I'm so happy you're okay. If I didn't know what had happened to you, I know, me too. I'm glad you're here, Shorty. It's going to be okay. We'll do everything we can. Do you really think there's a chance our families are still alive? We can't be the only survivors. If they survived, they'd probably think we're dead. Then they'll evacuate. For all we know, they're on their way to a safe place right now. She sniffles and wipes her eyes. My mom always wanted to go on a trip outside of Japan someday. I'd like to think they're on their way to another country right now. Once we're out of here, we'll find out. Really? Yeah, I'm sure people will set up systems for survivors to find one another. Once we're safe, I'll help you search for information about your family. Thank you, Shorty. I'll help you look for your family, too. Thanks. Still doesn't feel real, and I can't help but worry we have no chance of ever finding our families alive. What are the odds that all of us would survive and be reunited? But as long as there's hope, we need to hold on to it. Don't let go of me, Shorty. I won't, unless I pick one of the other girls. I hold Yua and rub her back gently, taking as much comfort from her presence as I hope she does from mine. We have each other. We'll get through this. I can do anything with you by my side. Good. I'll try to do better, too. Better? I'm usually the optimist, the one who lifts everyone's spirits, but lately it seems like all I've done is cry. Hey, it's understandable. We're going through a rough time here. But you like my smile. I want to keep smiling for your sake. I want you to smile when you have a reason to, not just because you think you should. I have you. Isn't that a reason? The tentative smile she gives me warms my heart, and for a moment I can almost forget why we're here. I hug her again. And I'll do my best to keep giving you reasons to smile. I know you won't let me down. I want to know where we're going from here. I would want to go home. I take a deep breath and look around the room at everyone. We need to decide our next move. Since we can't rely on someone coming to rescue us, I think we should try to fortify the school. No, we need to get out of here before they nuke us. Fortify it? Yes, the school's dangerous right now, but it's also defensible. If we can turn it into a safe place, other survivors might join us here. How would they know it's a safe place? And if we make it a safe place, how are they getting in? And how exactly do you plan to turn this death trap into a safe place? Yeah, also it's a school. It's giant. Killing all the zombies would be ideal, but I'm not sure we have enough firepower for that even. If we restock at the chemistry lab. Get bats! Go to the gym, you fools! What if we lure as many zombies as possible out of the school? That'll really increase the chances of survivors from the outside coming. You mean one person would lead them outside and then come back in? Yes, we'd need to time it correctly, but it would help. If we could stop them from getting back inside, we'd have fewer zombies to deal with in here. Right, I see what you mean. We could defeat the remaining zombies inside and then fortify the building. What if we make the first floor of the school our base? There's only one staircase leading from the first floor to the second, so we could barricade it. The school only has one staircase. It wouldn't be safe to ignore the zombies upstairs forever, but that would definitely buy us some time. Do you actually think this will work? Yes, the more I think about it, the better it sounds. I think it sounds stupid. All we need is a safe place where we can rest and build our strength. Once the first floor is secure, we can clear out the rest of the school and continue on from there. But how will we get the zombies to go outside? I can lure them out of the building and then come back like I did before. Right, because that worked so well the last house that I was going to say. Well, sarcasm is apparent. What should I say? I'm better prepared this time, or I'll hope you'll guard my back again. We're not better prepared, but I don't want to drag her into this. But I'll say I'll hope you'll guard my back again, because we shouldn't be doing this alone. I hope you'll guard my back again. How can you rely on other people so easily? We're all in this together. And what if it's too dangerous even with people guarding your back? We have to try something. Do you have a better plan? No. Trust me, Mel. I'm sure I can do this. We were sure last time. But Shorty? I know. I'm not crazy about putting myself in danger again, but I think this is the best chance we have. If you're luring the zombies outside, what will the rest of us do? That's when we should block the stairs. It wouldn't be safe to do that sort of work now, but once the bulk of the zombies leave the school, we'll have enough time to set up the barricade. I'll fight the zombies that don't follow Shorty outside. Same. We'll keep the ground safe and cover Shorty's retreat back inside. Thanks. I can help Tatsumi with the barricade, and we'll probably need to board up the windows too, right? If you can... Yeah, we're missing a word. If you can help... If you can, Kay could both help with that. I think it's supposed to be me. If you can, me and Kay could both help with that, it would be a big help. Uh-huh. We still need more weapons. I don't know what happened with that sentence. They were missing something there. I can make more acid projectiles if we return to the chemistry lab. Why is no one talking about melee weapons? But will we be able to make enough? If only we had swords like Ronko. Hey, what about the home ec room? There are lots of knives there. A knife isn't quite a katana, but don't you think it would help? No, you'd have to get too close to the zombies to use that. Get a frying pan. That's a good idea, especially for self-defense. Yua, Tatsumi, and Kei are our weakest links when it comes to combat, but if they were armed with knives, they'd have a better chance of protecting themselves. What's a knife going to do to a zombie? Do you think we could rig up something with the equipment in here? This broadcasting equipment? It's not like the AV Club will need it, right? Because they're all dead. Maybe we can rip this stuff apart and make some sort of electrical weapon. These kids are so impractical. What should I say? It's worth a try, or we don't have time for that. I'll just say it's worth a try, be encouraging. It's worth a try. The more weapons we have, the better off we'll be. While the rest of us keep watch at the door, Tatsumi starts taking apart the AV room's equipment. Let me help you before you electrocute yourself. Is this really going to work? I guess we'll find out. Tatsumi and Mel work together and finally return with a mess of stripped wires and metal bound together. If it doesn't zap the zombies, you can at least stab them with the pointy bit. Are we ready to go now? I think so. The home ec lab is nearby, so follow me. Didn't you need help walking? A few zombies trouble us as we make our way down the hall, but fortunately we don't have far to go. Mako's katana gets us safely past the zombies we can't dodge. The zombies definitely seem attracted to noise. When the time comes, I'll need to draw the attention of as many of them as possible. I don't see any zombies in here. Let's get as many knives as we can. This is the home ec classroom? Don't just stop at knives either. I bet a lot of cooking and sewing tools can be used as weapons in a pinch. Get needles! We'll stab them. In other words, we want all the sharp, pointy things. And some food. I'm starving. Yu starts opening drawers and piling knives on the countertop. Kei opens the refrigerator and Tatsumi soon joins her, probably to make sure she saves some food for the rest of us. Let's see, what else do we have here? I find a large rolling pin and give it an experimental swing. Not a lot of range, but it could help in a pinch. As I continue my search, I sense someone watching me. I look up to see Ronko standing nearby. Yes? You're finding all sorts of things that might be adapted into makeshift weapons. That's right. Video game knowledge again? Pretty much. This is common knowledge! I never imagined games could teach someone useful skills. Of course they can. Don't overthink it. It's proven useful here and you can learn things from any story, but it's not like most games are educational tools. Do you consider video games to be frivolous? No, you can learn things from them. Well, they're fun, if that counts, but I don't know, is a movie frivolous? Is a novel? They're all the same, I suppose. I've never been allowed to waste my time in such a way. What, never? Never. Why? My parents demand perfection. It takes all the time I have to work hard enough to meet their standards. Even then, it's barely enough. I had no idea. So that's the truth behind our perfect student council leader. She needs to be perfect in everything she does to satisfy her parents, not because she wants to. But no one is actually perfect. You should just be yourself. I've seen glimpses of the real you, and there's so much more to you than that some mask of perfection. My uncle blinks at me for a moment and then steps forward and hugs me. Thank you, Shorty. You don't know how good it is to hear that. My uncle was hugging me for what I said. What should I do? Hug her back or get back to work? You should hug her back. She's using up so many gems already. Don't mention it. I meant every word. You'd really prefer the real me instead of the perfect me? Absolutely. Then I'll try my best. You have to try your best to be yourself? Maybe it's not so easy to lose my old habits. Still, I feel like I'll need to train myself to not act perfect. Well, just do what feels natural. I'll be there to support you no matter what. Thank you. To my surprise, she doesn't step away. She remains there in my arms, head tilted as she looks up into my eyes. It's strange that something as terrible as our current situation is what it would take to make me see the truth. Don't worry, once we're through this, you'll have the rest of your life ahead of you to live as yourself. Maybe so, and yet... What, you don't think so? There are only two possibilities, aren't there? Either my parents are alive, in which case they'll go back to insisting on perfection, or they're dead. I can't hope for either outcome. What would happen if you didn't meet their standards? I don't know. She lowers her head and her shoulders sag. Far from her usual strong facade, she feels so fragile in my arms right now. I sound pathetic, don't I? I'm afraid to disobey my parents, even if I don't know what the consequences are. But it isn't easy to go against everything you've been taught, and everyone you've been told to obey. It's not pathetic, I understand. Rub her shoulders gently. I'll help you, whatever happens. I'll be there to make sure you aren't bounded by these constraints forever. You do that for me? Yes, I promise. Then, will you also show me your video games someday? Yes, I promise. Once we get out of here, I'll show you any video game you want. I'd like to learn how to play. I'll teach you. It might just be a challenge for me to relax instead of trying to master the games. Hey, it all depends on whether or not you find that fun. Plenty of people play games that way and have a lot of fun doing so. Really? Maybe I'd like that. Then I've already got a few in mind. Something laid back and low stakes might actually stress Ronko more, since it'll feed into the idea that she's wasting her time on frivolous matters. We'll play Among Us. And survival horror is probably out of the question after this. Sounds like a super challenging RPG is exactly what she needs to give herself. A challenge while still relaxing. Is it strange to discuss video games at a time like this? I think it's natural to dream of the future and plan what you want to do next. Good, because I do feel better just from our conversation. I'm glad. I hug her one last time and then let go. Don't ever be afraid to be yourself. I won't. You inspire me to keep moving forward. Hurry up, you guys! Your sudden appearance makes me jump. We do have a real problem. I've said it before, just constantly getting sidetracked from these emergency situations we're dealing with so we can talk with a girl. I think they may have boxed themselves in a bit with this setting. How long is she standing there? Sorry, I'm almost done. Almost isn't good enough. You need to finish up now. What's wrong? The zombies are at the door. We've blocked it, but they're starting to break through. We don't have much longer before we won't be safe here anymore. If they're at the door, I don't think we're safe here anymore. Zombies are about to break into the home ec room. We need to get out of here and put our plan into action. Will our plan to fortify the school really work? Find out in the next chapter. I think we're gonna, from this point on, just do 2 chapters per episode. Because whenever I do 3, I end up having to merge the videos, and I only get 2 tickets, so it doesn't really work. Plus, I had to delete the data for Animal Crossing and Fire Emblem Heroes, and I'm gonna have to re-download that and redo my settings, and it's gonna be a pain. We've got to get out of here. Let's make sure we have the weapons we need and get ready to fight our way back to the chemistry lab. Understood. Ronko draws her katana and heads toward the door. That sword sound of hers is perfect for telling if the audio is synced up. Did everyone arm themselves? No, we've just been standing here talking to each other like you and Ronko. As far as I know. Including you? You have a weapon? Yes. Okay, then I guess it just comes down to making sure we're all prepared. Right. What's with these one-word responses? When you is upset or scared, you tend to talk more, not shut down like this. She's tired of seeing you flirt with other women. Hey, something wrong? No. You're acting strange. Is that so? Look, we don't have time for this sort of thing. If you're mad about something, tell me what it is. What did I do? If you don't know, I'm not going to tell you. She storms across the room. Although she begins gathering up supplies, her harsh motions make it clear she's still in a bad mood. Wait, did she see Ronco hugging me? Is that what this is about? Is Yua jealous? I mean, I've hugged, both of these girls multiple times. I don't know why it's now she's jealous. Yua's jealous. What should I do? Reassure her she is special to you, or there's no time to worry about that now. I'll take the time to reassure her. We don't have a lot of time, but I can't bear the thought of rushing into danger with Yua feeling this way. I need to clear things up. I hurry over to Yua and clear my throat. Hey, can we talk? Don't you have more important things to do? Technically, yes. I can't think of anything more important than talking to you. You know you're special to me, right? Special, sure. You're more than just my friend. You're one of the most important people in my life. I'd be lost without you. She lifts her head at last and looks at me. Really? Yeah, there's no one quite like you, Yua. But a few minutes ago, I saw you. Hugging Ronco? Yes. That's not what you think it was. It could be by the end of this game, but not currently. It wasn't a hug? Well, yes, it was a hug, but Ronco's under a lot of pressure right now. All I did was reassure her about a few things and she hugged me. No need to get into the specifics. What Ronco has to deal with isn't any of Yua's business. Sometimes a hug is just a hug. What else can I say? There's no changing what happened. So you really meant it when you said I'm special to you? Yeah, I thought you knew that. Does this mean I get a hug too? Didn't I hug you already? Okay, she's definitely feeling better. Laughing, I tackle her in a tight bear hug. Eek! Come on, don't complain about your hug now that you have it. I'd never complain about a hug from you. She hugs me back and presses her hair into my face. I feel a lot better now. Good, I'm glad. If anything else concerns you, you'll talk to me about it, right? Preferably when we're not about to die at the hands of zombies? Yes, I promise. I hold Yua for a moment longer and then reluctantly let go. Those zombies aren't going to wait forever. Apparently they will. They're very patient. Yeah, Shorty, will you promise me something? Anything. Be careful out there. Promise you'll come back safely. For me. I promise. Alright, everyone. Are we ready to move? Wait a minute. If the zombies are already at the door, how will we even get out there? That's right. If we open the door, the zombies will be right on top of us. Are you saying we're trapped in here? No one's saying that. We just need to figure out a plan. If we have everything we need, we could let them break down the door. Are you crazy? No, she's right. We need the door open and we'll have to face those zombies either way. We can't let them break down the door and then fight our way into the open hallway. We need to stand in front of the door and be ready to fight as soon as they come in. It's a risky plan, but right now it's the best we have. Weapons ready, we position ourselves in front of the door and wait. The door trembles under the force of the zombies outside. The wood splinters. A hand smashes through a section of the wood and Yua flinches. It's a pretty tough zombie. Here it comes. As the door gives way, we go into action. We still have a few acid projectiles left, and now everyone is armed with a melee weapon of some sort. Aim for the ones in the center. We need to force an opening. The zombies lurch toward us, but as they pour into the room, they make easy targets. We work together and soon a path to the hallway is clear. There's still so many left, though. We can't waste any time. We should just kill them all as they come through the door. Let's go. Is everyone okay? Yes, I think so. A quick scan shows me that our entire group made it into the hallway. No one got separated from the rest this time. Thank goodness. We didn't get all of them, and there will be more on the way. We need to get to the chemistry lab as soon as possible. As we head down the hall together toward the lab, zombies lurch out of one of the classrooms. Another group staggers around the corner. Why are there so many of them? The numbers are almost less unsettling than the faces. Why are there so many? Because they are our former classmates and teachers? It's not only them, though. Unfamiliar faces are mixed in as well. I think about the stranger who brought the outbreak to our school. More zombies must have come in from the outside since then. Just keep moving. Although the chemistry lab is almost in sight, a groan from behind us alerts me to another pack of zombies. They're behind us. Just ignore it and keep running. So many. Can we really do this? But we have to. If not, then all of this has been nothing more than... Delaying the inevitable. Exhaustion and fear is getting under everyone's skin. If the group loses hope now, we're done for. What should I say? Our plan will work, or we'll only fail if we give up. I'll say our plan will work. Our plan will work. How can you be so sure? Because it's a good plan. No, it isn't. Shorty's right. If we want to give up, that should be when we don't have a plan, not when we do. Well, that's not quite what I had in mind, but it's good enough. With the group's spirits bolstered again, we raced down the hall towards the chemistry lab. Made it. Even as we enter the room, Ronko whirls around and stabs her katana into the eye of a zombie right on our heels. Ah! Quick, we have to barricade the door. There's so many of them, though. Can we even do it? We push the door shut, but there are already zombies on the other side, pushing back. One nearly bites Tatsumi, but he pulls away in time. They throw themselves at the door again and again. Oh no. Not now, not when we've come this far. These blasted zombies aren't going to stop us. No? The wordless cry, Mel flings open the door and hits the zombies with a burst of her flamethrower. Ugh! The flamethrower sputters and dies out as she uses up the last of her fuel, but Mel doesn't stop. She pulls out a handful of acid projectiles and hurls them one after the other at the lingering zombies. Good, that should be enough for us two. But even though there's enough space to close and barricade the door, Mel doesn't withdraw. Eyes wild with fury, she lifts her flamethrower again. This is the person we don't give the weapon with limited ammo to. What's gotten into her? We can close the door now, Mel. You can stop fighting. Just one more burst, that's all I need. The makeshift flamethrower doesn't respond to her increasingly frantic attempts to activate it, and she smacks the end with an angry growl. A lick of flame shoots out and catches her hand before faltering again. Ugh! Mel, that's enough! I grab her by the shoulders and pull her back into the chemistry lab. As the others shut the door and push desks in front of it, Mel wrenches herself free of my grip and stalks away. What was that all about? I've seen her be aggressive before, but not like that. Get together what we need for the weapons. I'll be there in a minute. Cradling her injured hand, she walks toward the cabinet where medical supplies are stored in case of injuries. Did we not take any first aid stuff from the nurse's office? Mel burned herself. Should I help? Help Mel treat her burn, let it handle it herself. We should help her. Cautious, in case her earlier rage hasn't entirely faded, I follow Mel as she opens the cabinet and gets out what she needs. What? If you need help, I said I'd be ready soon. Actually, I wanted to help you. I can take care of myself. Bandaging your own hand is tricky. It's easier when you have two hands to work with. I suppose you have a point. So, mind if I help? Have at it. She holds out her hand. Despite her casual attitude, she winces. The burn is an angry red welt across the side of her palm. This doesn't look too serious, at least. Hurts like the devil, though. I soak a cloth in cold water at one of the lab sinks and then return to Mel. I press the cloth against her hand and hold it there. Does that help with the pain? Yeah. Good. I almost feel like I deserve the pain. It was my own stupidity that got me hurt after all. I should have known better than to handle a flamethrower like that. It wasn't stupidity. Sure it was. I don't know what to say. Her behavior was definitely irrational. Should I ask about it? What was with that burst of unbridled rage? Instead of saying anything more, I lift the cloth from her hand. The burn looks a little better. A small container of burn salve is among the supplies she retrieved, so I open it up. I just couldn't control myself when I thought the zombies stopping us after all the progress we made. I wanted them all to die. I lost my head. It's okay, I understand. I apply a small amount of salve to her hand and gently rub it in, careful not to press too hard and cause her further pain. Then I prepare some gauze around it. I'm not hurting you, am I? No, your hands are gentle. Good. You're better at this than I expected. Didn't figure you for the type. What type? The nurturing type. I wrap her gauze around her hand and make sure it isn't too tight. Nurturing, huh? She lets her hand linger beneath mine for a moment before pulling back with an embarrassed cough. I figured you were about as nurturing as I am, which is to say not at all. I don't know about that. Didn't you tell me you're trying to help your brother? Maybe you shouldn't remind her of this right now. Hey, is that nurturing? I don't know. Anyway, I really appreciate everything you've done, so thanks. Color rises to her cheeks and she busies herself with adjusting the gauze. Don't mention it. Guess we should get back to it then. Wait, if there's anything you want to talk about, I'm here to listen. I'll keep that in mind. She reaches out with her uninjured hand and claps my shoulder, then walks toward the lab table where we made the weapons before. I guess she isn't ready yet to open up about what happened back there. Still, she knows now that I'm here to listen if she needs someone. With a sigh, I follow Mel to the lab table. Will we be able to refuel the flamethrowers? Doubtful. There's enough acid for more projectiles, though. Good. Let's make as many as we can. Probably should have done that before we left. We get to work creating more vials of acid that can be used against the zombies. After a moment, Tatsumi and Yua join us and begin helping under Mel's instruction. At last, we have a new supply of weapons for everyone. You know the drill. Everyone arm themselves. That includes you, Ronko. Having ranged weapons is a good idea. Understood. Let's hope this is enough. All right, does everyone remember the plan? While you lure as many of the zombies as possible out of the school, Mel and I will fight the ones that remain.
We'll also cover your retreat back inside. And Tatsumi, Kei, and I will board up the windows and block the stairs to keep the first floor as secure as possible.
Good. I think we're ready. Let's hope there's no survivors hiding out upstairs.
Not quite.
Uh-oh.
I don't remember agreeing to this plan. What? You went along with us all this time even though you don't like the plan and you're only speaking up about it now? How could I when all of you are against me?
Like that's ever stopped her from speaking her mind before. What's your problem with the plan?
It's too risky.
The plan does have an element of danger, especially to me, but it's not like we really have a safe option in the middle of a zombie outbreak. What should I say? Do you have a better plan, or we need to take some risks? Say, do you have a better plan? Do you have a better plan?
Since when is it my responsibility to come up with a plan?
I'll take that as a no.
If you don't have a better plan, what do you expect us to do? Just sit around twiddling our thumbs and wishing we weren't here? No, I expect us to come up with something that isn't so dangerous.
It ain't dangerous for you. Or less dangerous for you, anyway. I'm the one who will be in the greatest danger.
While the rest of us stand around the hallway, fighting off zombies and hoping your part works, if you mess up, we're all dead.
It's not going to be like that.
I'd rather not take that chance at all.
Could she be right? Did I rush into this without fully thinking it through? We don't have a lot of time to stand around thinking about this, though. Okay, I guess we should put it to a vote. I'm in favor of the plan.
No surprise there, you're the genius that came up with it after all.
I also support the plan. We need to strike now and turn the school into a safe place.
Agreed. We have enough firepower to minimize the danger as long as we use our heads. Sitting around will only make the situation worse.
I've considered the risks, but if we can fortify the school by blocking the stairs and windows, it'll be a huge step forward. I think we should try it.
Me too. I'm a little nervous, but we have to do something. I believe in Shorty.
Well, okay, everyone else is in favor of the plan.
Fine, whatever.
Huh? I expected her to put up much of a fight. More of a fight.
Then you're okay with it? You guys can do whatever you want. Just don't expect me to help.
Kay opposes our plan and refuses to help. Will we be able to get the job done without her? Is she right that it's just too risky? I mean, I'm still a fan of the escape plan because help is not coming for us and we'll eventually run out of food. So yeah. Find out in the next chapter. So what do you think of the plan? What would you do in this situation? Let me know in the comments. Thanks so much for watching and I'll catch you next time. Bye.